What's good, YouTube? In this video, we're gonna go over the Season 12 Ranked Arenas Legends tier list. So every season we do a legend tier list for arenas. In this video, we're gonna be talking about who are the best legends and who are the worst legends. Let me know in the comment section down below who you mainly disagree on, because there will be some legends where you probably disagree on. It probably will be your main, but in this legend, when we talk about the legend tier list, we're gonna go over, how good they are, how are they impactful to the team herself as an individual. Are they versatile? Can they do different things? How often are they used in arenas? That's what's going into this criteria when it comes to ranking these legends. So to start it off, we're gonna rank these legends from S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier. To start it off, we're going to start off with the D tier legends. And with the D tier legends, we have 4 legends. I have Caustic, Mirage, Watson, and Revenant. These legends right here, well, first off, they're not really used as much when it comes to arenas. I mean, every legend can be good, but these legends right here, it's just their abilities don't really help as much when it comes to arenas. I mean, when we're talking about Caustic can be good, but you have to play a very defensive play style, which not a lot of people do. And I feel like Caustic's best map was on Party Crasher, which is now removed. The best thing about Caustic is his ultimate. Just like how Revenant, his ultimate is the best thing, but they get it every 3 rounds. If anything, I'm taking Revenant over Caustic. Revenant can silence people, so that's good. But I mean, other than that, that's the only ability you're mainly going to be using. It's not going to really do much for the team. Mirage, he's a good character, can be a good character, but his abilities only help him kind of. Unless if we're talking about the res, I was thinking about putting Mirage in C tier, but not a lot of people play Mirage, and either you're going to go against a really good Mirage player, like an elite Mirage player, or you're going to go against a really garbage Mirage player. There's no really in between, so that's why I have him in D tier. Watson, her abilities it's really not made for arenas. I think her best map is probably Phase Runner, on the Phase Runner side, where you could trap up, but other than that, she doesn't really do that much help for the team. So these 4 legends I have in D tier. Now in C tier, we have 3 legends. I have Rampart, Fuse, and Ash. Now, out of these 3 legends, only one of them has a movement ability, which I do think movement ability is good and top tier. I think that's what ranks legends high. But the legend we're talking about in C tier is Ash, and her movement ability is her portal, which is her ultimate. You only get that thing every other round, so that means you could get it round 2, use it round 2, you could get round 4. But it's an ability where I feel like you have to use it strategically, because you can only use it once and every other round. It's just Ash. I mean, there's no point in using Ash when there's other legends in the game that could do what she does and get their abilities more. Her tactical is kind of underwhelming, especially when it comes to arenas. Fuse, I have in C tier. Fuse is a good legend, but he doesn't really have any movement. I think the best thing about Fuse is just that his passive, where he could carry more grenades. And not only that, I think his tactical is good when it comes to the first round, where you could do damage to enemies, where you could easily deplete the enemy shields. They have to use shield cells and stuff like that, so that's good about Fuse. But Fuse, I can't really see it any higher in like B or A or S, so that's why I have Fuse in C tier. Still an underrated legend. Rampart I have in C tier. I think she's a little better version of Caustic. Also, her passive is helpful with the overpowered LMGs in this game, with like the Rampage, the Devo. You could reload faster with her passive. You could play around Rampart's walls like an aggressive way of a Caustic and Watson mixed together. So that's why I have Rampart in the C tier and not in the D tier. Now in the B tier, there's quite a bit of legends. I have 6 legends in the B tier. I have Wraith, Bangalore, Loba, Horizon, and Valkyrie. Oh, and also Maggie, the new legend. Now it's quite a bit of legends to talk about, but majority of these legends are in B tier. They have movement abilities, but majority of these legends are more legends that have the abilities that help themselves more than they do help the team. So first, let's start off with Wraith. Wraith, a lot of good players play Wraith. but the reason why I have Wraith in B tier and not higher like an A tier, she has the movement, she has the escape ability. Majority of the abilities don't really help the team as much. That's the reason why I have her in B tier. Her phase is one of the best to have. She's a small legend, so it helps out a lot with 1v1s. Just as an overall legend with the abilities, I have Wraith in B tier. Now Bangalore is a legend that can counter one of the best legends in the game, but I feel like with the Bangalore, you could definitely hurt the team just like you can help the team. And with Bangalore, I feel like you have to be more coordinated with a team to have Bangalore as a higher tier legend. Bangalore smokes are very good though, I will admit that. I mean, you can use it in so many instances or so many different scenarios. Loba is B tier as well. Loba, I would actually have, I think she could be an A tier because she does have the movement, plus she has the ability to help her team by grabbing heals with her ultimate, or maybe just grabbing the heals through her tactical with her bracelet. Loba's a good legend. I mean, she can even grab care package guns if you place that ultimate next to you. Loba's definitely an underrated legend. I think probably one of the most underrated legends in the game. For arena, she is very helpful, but I have her in B tier. Horizon and Valk, I think both of them do the same thing. They're very good. They could get height, more, you know, individual type of legends when it comes to their abilities. Valk is surprising. Valk I do think is underrated. I'm surprised not a lot of people use Valk ults as much when it comes to arenas. I think Valk is good as well. I mean all these legends are good, but Valk and Horizon I have in B tier. And then Maggie is the newest legend. Maggie I think is B tier. You could definitely argue A tier with Maggie, especially with this meta, especially when the Mozambique is something that you could get, well, you used to could get it in the first round with the hammers. But in the early rounds, Mozambique with Maggie is top tier. Other than that, I mean, her tactical is really good. Actually, you know, you could put, if someone argued Maggie in A tier, I wouldn't disagree. I think Maggie is definitely a legend that could go in the A tier. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really played much Maggie, so that's why I have her in B tier. But I know from experience playing with Maggies on my team that these legends or these people that play Maggie definitely make her A tier. So you could put Maggie in A tier or B tier. I just have her in B tier. I haven't played her as much. So now the A tier legends, we have Bloodhound, Crypto, Seer. I think this is very self-explanatory. These legends help the team out a lot. I mean, they have scans, and these scans help the team out a lot. Yeah, there's not really much to say about all three of these legends. All three of these legends just help the team out a lot with their abilities. I mean, Bloodhound, he can scan so much with his tactical, his ultimate. He has movement plus extra scans. Crypto, his scan with his drone. And not only that, I mean, you have a free easy round with the EMP. Seer, I mean, the fact that he could see where people are with his passive, he can basically scan people too with his tactical. And not only are you scanning people, you are stopping their healing, they're stopping their rezzing, and your ultimate is your ultimate is top notch. It's up there as one of the best in my opinion. Seer's ultimate is, you could just track where everyone's going when they're in the ultimate. So these three legends I have an A tier. And in S tier, we're gonna go with the 4 best legends for arenas, and that is Gibraltar, Lifeline, Pathfinder, and Octane. Gibraltar and Lifeline are very similar when it comes to, you can res your teammates, so you have that ability. Lifeline, best res in the game. She could grab extra heals in the blue supply bin, so that's clutch on how you could play as a team. You could out damage, out heal the enemies if you have a Lifeline. Lifeline and just gold bag is just OP, probably the best in the game. She's a small legend, so her 1v1s are going to be nice. Lifeline is just, she's top tier. And then Gibraltar is just a versatile legend with his bubble, his gun shield. I mean, all of his abilities are top tier. You could just play Gibraltar in so many ways, different ways. You could be aggressive, you could be defensive, you could be a support legend, you could be the fragger. I mean, Gibraltar could just be played so many different ways. I could just go on and on talking about Gibraltar. And then Pathfinder and Octane, the 2 movement legends. I think movement is key when you're talking arenas, and that's why they're S tier. I mean, there's really not much to say. I always talk about them a lot in all my videos. Pathfinder and Octane, they could just zip line, jump pad, help the team go from the spawn to the middle of the map, or to the spawn, or the best power position. And then their tacticals are their stims and grapples. They're just fast. They could get to one place to another really quick. and help the team out a lot in many ways. So this is the legend tier list for Ranked Arena Season 12. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.